Do you feel stuck writing your paper? Today, I'm going to share the common causes of writer's block and solutions on how to overcome them. Writer's block is the feeling of getting stuck when you're writing. This is a very common problem among academic writers. I still get stuck during my writing process, so I get how you're feeling. When I think about writer's block, I think about them in three big buckets. The first bucket is don't like writing. In the second bucket is don't know what to write. In the third bucket, don't know how to write. Because many of us have multiple causes of writer's block, be sure to watch the whole video to get all the tips. Let's dive deeper. Don't like writing. This is the negative emotion that comes with writing. We are talking about fear, anxiety, for example, fear of rejection, fear of not meeting expectation, or even fear of criticism. These negative emotions usually stem from the inner critic, or it could be bad experiences from previous writing. For example, you could have harsh words from the reviewers, or maybe your mentor gave a lot of criticism but did not give any tangible steps to improve them. Then another reason for having negative emotion is the belief that writing should come naturally. So if you find it difficult to write and you still have that belief, it's natural that you don't like writing. First, start replacing negative emotion with positive emotion when you're writing. Celebrate small wins. I really encourage that. Focus on the progress. I was able to write one paragraph. That is a win. Anything that you can move forward is considered a win. Then third thing you can do is when you start writing, separate out free flow writing and the editing process. Give yourself 15-20 minutes to get the flow moving. Start writing, make the words really small so you can't see the mistakes. Then once you're done, then you can start putting your editor hat on. Next, we'll talk about criticism and feedback. The whole premise of a peer review paper is that your paper will be subject to critique in order to make it better. When you personally find it difficult to go through the criticism, look through, is it helpful? Can I do something about it? If your feedback has no tangible actions, it is possible to also ask your mentor or also ask a collaborator to give more specific suggestions on how to improve your writing. All right, the next bucket, don't know what to write. Writing a research paper is a complex task because you're not just a scribe reporting on the data. You're essentially transforming your data into something meaningful that can move your field forward or change the direction of your field. So that's why it is a very cognitively demanding process. And when that happens, some people feel overwhelmed. They don't know where to start, how to start writing the paper, and they feel paralyzed. In that case, what I recommend is breaking down your writing process into smaller chunks or smaller tasks. What I mean by breaking it down is instead of saying, today my goal is to write a discussion section, maybe just say, I'm going to list out 5 key findings that I want to put in my discussion section. I've created a checklist to break down all the writing tasks into smaller pieces. So if you want a copy of it, I have the link in the description section below. Another reason for don't know what to write is because you lack the knowledge or information about your research gap or what the research field has done. So when you don't have that background information, you don't know how to frame your arguments or how to frame your scientific story. If that's the case, what you need to do is go back to basics and start reading the literature review, the papers on what they have done, and what did they find. Next is not understanding your research finding. A lot of us, we also have our biostatistician who runs the analysis for us. If you don't understand all these numbers, you can actually write a full argument. So be sure to talk to your collaborators and also your biostatistician on what these numbers mean. Finally, you may still struggle because you don't have a fully formed idea. So here again, what you want to do is to talk to your collaborators, really brainstorm. You can also do mind maps, really give it time to come up with a fully fleshed idea before you can even start writing. So what other writing problems do you have? Please share with me and put in the comments below. So the next bucket, don't know how to write. This is when you have to transform your ideas into a clear, concise message. Academic writing skills is not just about grammar. It is about understanding the structure of a research paper and also building arguments and the scientific story. If English is not your first language, you may be able to read papers well, but you may not have learned the techniques on how to write an essay or write a paragraph properly. As someone whose English is not my first language, I initially struggled a lot with paragraph structure, sentence structure, and grammar. So what I had to do was go back to basics, build the foundation in what the proper way to even write a paragraph. If you're not proficient in academic writing, what you need to do is to practice and work on the skills layer by layer. Don't do too many things at once. If you think your foundation is poor, so start with that. How to build a paragraph, how to build a sentence. Start with that. If your English is good and you're good at writing, general writing, then now you want to level up to improve your academic writing skills. Now, improving your academic writing skills is going to take time. So what are you going to do now? I recommend you can actually start getting an academic phrasebook. So there are several out there. I will put a few links below. If you find this video helpful, please like. And to learn about the elements of academic writing, please click here. I'll see you in the next video.